Match number 2. Nate Stubler and Ryan Barnes. The winner gets number 2 seed Bill O'Neill.
A two-time collegiate All-American and 2019 member of Junior Team USA, Nate Stubler.
It's College St. Ambrose.
And getting back to what I see in his game, I think the one thing that really stands out, though, is his finishing position at the foul line. And I think that's what you look for in any really good player, is how stable they are at the foul line.
A stable beginning.
It was a mugging on the 7-pin, by the way. You know, that's illegal in a lot of states, except here in Kansas. Take a look here. He gets that ball into the swing. Pretty good timing there. And late, you see that foot come to a complete stop, the slide foot. Some of the best players in the world over the years have had late timing.
Ryan Barnes, after hitting 7 straight strikes in his opening match, not the same fortune here. He's got a conundrum. 4-9.
This ball checks just a little bit early for Ryan, which forces it a pinch high, and kind of unlucky, leaving both the 4 and the 9-pin.
Oh,
good try.
So, as opposed to perfection in the opener, it is quite the opposite to start match number 2. He commanded Chris Vai. Was scalding hot to start in front of this capacity crowd. Pops, a Hall of Famer. Chris, Mom Linda looking on. What a day for this family. Whoa! A late call.
Well, after the bad break on the right lane, the first shot of this second match, this break is phenomenal. I mean, the 4 and 6 are standing at one point. Check this out. Oh, by 4. Oh, good night, 6. Exactly. And Chris, do you see his dad, Chris? He's like, did you expect anything different?
You know everything about this place. Back-to-back jacks for Stubler.
Yeah, and again, you know, you asked, or you talked about, you know, his chances today, and again, you know, he has to have a good look, but he has to manage everything that goes into bowling on television for the very first time. Can he manage the nerves? Can he handle the pressure?
Let's go to Kimberly.
Guys, in December, it was announced that Nate placed 5th for Rookie of the Year, so he decided to contact the PBA to find out the percentage of the votes, and he ended up with 6%, and he told us that actually surprised him. So he said he used that as fuel to motivate him coming into the 2024 season, and as you can tell, that motivation has paid off because he finds himself in the stepladder finals of a major for the very first time.
That's it. Boom! There's a saying in the PBA Tour. Will you be Stublerized?
Oh, Johnny. Johnny.
He's making the T-shirts.
All right. So after game 1, Ryan stays with the same ball, has not made a move for those first 2 shots. Went high. Let's see what happens here. Oh, my goodness. Back-to-back 4 9s on the right lane.
Man.
You're in your 25th season calling PBA Tour. Congratulations
Thank
on a
you.
quarter century. Oh! This time he nailed it.
Well, he's 50% on this on this 4-9 conversion, though, and that's good because the last thing you want is 2 out of 3 open frames, especially when your opponent starts off with the front 3. Now, Ryan needs to get on track, and he needs to start striking in hopes that Stubler slows down a bit.
Saw him command. Now, how does he respond?
And there's that left lane wiggle. We saw Chris Vi have it in the first match, and we just saw it right there with Ryan. He probably moved just a little bit left off the first shot he threw on that lane when he went high and tripped out the 4-6, and this ball just never grabs the lane. "12 for 12 on that."
Love the access that these players give us.
Nate going with black hammer, urethane.
Stubler. 4. John Fanta, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler with you. 2024 PBA Players Championship. Nate Stubler right now versus Ryan Barnes. Only 4 remain after Barnes beat Chris Vi. Stubler's been on fire and keeps it rolling, folks. 5 for 5.
Yeah, foot buried on the accelerator right now for Nate Stubler.
Well, he's got that chip on his shoulder. You finish 5th in the voting for the 2023 Harry Golden PBA Rookie of the Year Award. Cortez Schenk, a worthy winner. But Nate's out to prove people that he's ready to take that second-year leap. Barnes with a needed strike. "21 years of age." And now he's starting to surge.
Whoa. All of a sudden, that ball reaction went from kind of iffy to perfect.
But can he fight through Nate Stubler? Will Stubler blink? He's been perfect thus far. PBA Players Championship. As we continue this second match, Nate Stubler with a lead on Ryan Barnes. 25-year-old Nate Stubler in year 2 as a pro. The lone southpaw in this field remaining, and he's got a scenario.
Yeah, big one. He's staring at an open frame after the front 5, and all that does is give new life to young Ryan Barnes. You can see that ball looked like it hooked early, grabbed the lane early, slowed down, went right through the nose, and he paid for it.
So what's the strategy here?
The strategy is to pick off the 6-10 and hope one of them bounces out.
And he said, that's the best thing that could happen in my life.
Enough?
That's a big-time bounce back.
Again, all the players thus far using urethane. That goes for Nate Stubler as well. That black hammer is urethane. The red balls are urethane. And that was the choice of the majority of the players this week. And that was because they could stay straighter, stay closer to the friction. They didn't have to shape it a whole lot. Even though it's a shorter pattern, 38 feet, there was a lot of volume.
Ryan Barnes tracking.
All of a sudden, we've gotten a little tighter.
Yes, we have. This was not the scenario for him to advance past Chris Vi.
Comes in light, shreds the rack, keeps his chances alive. And now back to the left lane where he's had the most trouble. Chris Vi had trouble on that left lane. The only player thus far that hasn't had any trouble on that lane has been Nate Stubler.
And what's been the trouble?
trouble is tightness down lane.
Barnes. On a comeback trail in Wichita.
Well, we saw him early on trip the 4-6 out on that left lane, and this time he does it once again. Check out this break, and it couldn't have happened at a better time, working on 3 in a row.
The Just Right Strike is brought to you by Just Bear, the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear. And a come on to boot. We've got a battle. Winner gets Bill O'Neill. The top seed, Tom Smallwood, waits last. Stubler answers.
Oh, my. Check out these numbers right here on Strike Track. A little bit outside on that shot there, and it peels right off the edge. Rips the rack and doubles up.
How about the jump that he has taken? You think about it, 84th on the PBA points list as a rookie, 210 average, and he's just out to prove doubters wrong this season. This is quite a way to start year 2.
Slow enough?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
Yep.
that's right.
And check it out right here, folks.
Should not have made that adjustment. That's all right.
Ooh.
And that couldn't happen at a worse time. 3:79 left for Nate on the left lane. Looked like it was a hair fast, and it blew right through the end of the pattern.
First time he has left this all week. That includes 48 games played.
That's incredible. Because that's very easy to leave. 2.810 for a right-hander, 3.79 for lefty. Man.
It was a valiant approach.
Yeah, it was.
But you just said it now. The door has cracked open for the hometown kid.
Cracked open? No, it swung open. Max score for Ryan Barnes, 247. Max score Nate Stubler, 230.
He just stayed the course. Did you hear Stubler say? Shouldn't have made that adjustment.
Heard it.
It's my favorite part of doing this with you. We get to basically live with the players as they're going through this.
And I'm not sure about the adjustment because he had struck every ball on that lane.
Yeah. Here comes Ryan Barnes.
The Von Ryan Express just left the station.
I think I'm gonna go 1-1. Just go 1-1. Just keep in front of you. Keep in front of you. Hold it. All right.
One strike here in the 10th will put him in the high 230s. A strike in 7. And he will shut out Nate Stubler.
And be one of 3 standing.
Think about it. He was down some 50 pins early.
Incredible. The Wichita State Shocker, a national champion and All-American. He is just 21 years old. Dad Chris, Mom Linda watching. 2 Hall of Famers.
Oh. So the plot thickens.
Yes, it does.
Now Ryan's max score, 224. Nate Stubler still 230. But still, Ryan's faced with a leave. You have to pay respect to 3-6-10.
That look on Stubler's face in the chair said, oh, I'm alive. Barnes needs it, gets it. Mom and Dad proud. A look back at Pops. And now Randy a massive shot.
Nothing like having a couple Hall of Famers helping you. I mean, it's always good to have confirmation, right? And I think that Ryan looked back at his father, Chris, and I think Chris probably, tugged on the earlobe, meaning move a board left with your feet and a board left with your target. And jam it.
He did!
And I mean, that matters because 224, excuse me, the fill shot's just the fill shot. As long as he stayed above 220, but that forces Stubler to double in the 10th frame.
The winner meets the 2 seed, Bill O'Neill. Nate Stubler. No PBA Tour titles, just his second year as a pro, a 25-year-old. 6% of the vote for Rookie of the Year. He felt like he was disrespected. Now is his time.
Has to strike.
And does! Wow!
Oh, and the crowd goes mild. What a great hit this is. Check out this messenger. Nate Stubler, everybody back in Illinois is like, yeah, baby.
Man, that's like calling a pizza shop at 10:29 and they close at 11 for a delivery.
I hate when that happens. All right, he's got a strike here. Strike and 5, but has to strike on this shot.
And on the right. You can hear a pin drop. Stubler.
Oh my goodness. What a shot. What a lousy break. And Ryan Barnes moving on once again. Wow.
Ryan Barnes at 21 years young, the son of Hall of Famers, is one of just 3 left standing for the 2024 Players Championship, and this is not the last we've seen of Nate Stubler this year. It's just the beginning.
Hold your head high, Nate. Hold your head high.
Wow.
Too late open frame. 6th and 9th frame cost him. This is a beautiful shot right here. He was running it out. Yeah, vicious ring in 7.